All right, coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. Well, some would argue she is the most talented boxer, pure boxer to ever step foot inside the UFC octagon. She wants to be an MMA fighter, but her boxing is certainly her go-to.
Yes, her boxing is her go-to, and it's shown in all the championships, right? She went into this UFC career a very well-rounded fighter, but it all starts with her base. It starts with the boxing base, the ability to move, the ability to find comfort in the head movement, the jab. It's almost like her head is going on a triangle. It's just never in the middle. So where you're throwing, her head's already off that, and as you throw and miss, overextend, she's already countering and landing her attacks. It's truly, truly a sight to see whenever she's really, really feeling good in there.
All right, so here she is, one of the best wrestlers in this or any division. You hear a lot of parents say, I got to get my daughter in jiu-jitsu. How about getting them in wrestling? You turn out a product like this.
By having that wrestling approach, she possesses something different. She's constantly on the forward. She understands the ability to train. The way that your body starts to respond to being fatigued, she has done that since she was a very little girl.
Yeah.
And the beauty in the wrestling is that as a kid, she didn't just wrestle girls. She wrestled little boys.
Right.
So now as she's competing in the female divisions, she understands competition across all genders. The ability to compete is what carries this young lady to being so dominant in her performances.
She is so gifted in transition. It'll be a pleasure to watch her work here tonight. She has a difficult matchup in front of her. All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. More than 5 years apart, and they both possess a similar height and reach. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a boxer, holding a professional record of 14 wins, 7 losses. She stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Manaus, Arizona, Brazil, Ketlen, Feminino, Vieira! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here we go with round 1. This is some old school matchmaking, right? Classic striker versus grappler matchup, and given what these fighters have said all week, you expect them to try to take a similar approach as they've taken in past weeks.
Yes, the whole life has led to this, right? You don't change what works. The grappler understands that if she is able to get this fight to the ground, she is in her comfort zone. But for the striker, she has to understand, as long as she is at distance, she has the advantage, and she feels most comfortable. Nice.
So the straight punch is there for her. Beautifully split the guard on that attempt.
Even though her...
All right, let's get it to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 48 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ketlen Feminino.
there she is.